You have just tuned in to No Excuses Radio. I'm Lex McAllister, joined by Boyman Dan Stover.
Hey, join us on Rewind Columbus.
They're already here. They don't have to join. They're here. Good morning. It's Lex McAllister with No Excuses Radio. I am joined by one of my favorite boymen, Dan Stover.
Good morning. Good Sunday morning.
That's Dan right there. Why is my seat so low? Do you notice this? I'm very short today. I need to fix it. Hi, Dan. How was your week?
Hi. It was an interesting week. We had a full moon, created chaos on the roads and everywhere else. But
what sort of chaos? Do you have a story to share with me? You know, I would love it if you did.
No, I'll think of something. But I got here early this morning, and I'm looking up at our ceiling when I woke back up from my nap on our couch in the studio.
Right.
Looking up at the giant holes in the ceiling. And
Why do you have to point that out to all of our listeners?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like there's going to be a story to this that we're going to look back someday and be like, you remember when we had that
our
old red couch and the holes in the ceiling? And look at us now. That's what I'm trying to go for to end this week.
It doesn't matter the room. It just matters the equipment you use and the personalities of the show. The room doesn't matter.
Was that an innuendo, or is this? We're still talking about the studio?
Listen. Actually, I saw something really cool lately. I was surfing around on YouTube, and I saw that.
You on YouTube?
I was surfing around on YouTube, and I noticed that Chevy had launched this program back at the start of the year in which people were given a Chevy Cruze, and they were allowed to drive around and interview people inside of the car. And each of them, like, one guy focuses on entertainment, the other guy focuses on technology, one girl focuses on, fashion. And it was so funny to me, the guy who focuses on entertainment, he will set up a red carpet leading into the Chevy Cruze, and he'll have a little velvet rope that he unlocks, and he welcomes his guests, and he has a cup of coffee waiting for them in the Chevy Cruze. And then he interviews them inside the car, and the interviews I saw were with reality stars, with Real Housewives and Jersey Shore people. But I thought that was the funniest idea ever. I kind of want to mimic it.
That'd be kind of cool. I was surprised, actually. It reminded me when I was down in Texas, I went to the Texas State Fair, and if you're not sure of this, the Texas State Fair is like the World Expo to Texans.
Okay.
So it's in Dallas.
Didn't know this.
Yeah, and I'm walking in, we passed this Ford display for the new Raptor, the F-150 Raptor, and the new Mustang, things like that. And they're like, hey, we'll give you free tickets if you test drive this car. So I said, yeah, absolutely. So I get into this F-150 Raptor, and we're kind of going along. I'm not sure how to, I just walked blindly into this, and the guy says, step on it, boy.
And his little Texas accent.
I take off, and I start slowing down because I see some raised railroad tracks. He's like, what's wrong with you? Hit the gas. So we actually caught air in this F-150 that wasn't mine.
I like your little accent. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, boy?
So wait, speaking of Texans, that reminds me, you had a little chili off or something last weekend that I didn't know you were going to. What was that all about?
Stover-faced chili did not win the...
Is that what you guys named it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was what my cousin Jake named it. We competed in a chili cook-off in Louisville, and we lost to a team called Devils in the Details. And we tried just about everybody's chili but theirs because we wrote them off as a bunch of losers. So
why'd you write them off as losers?
Well, they were the only people out of 50 competitors that brought an air compressor. And we're like, what a bunch of jerks, because it made a bunch of noise. So we're like, they're amateurs. They're obviously not going to win.
Stop.
Sure enough, they did.
Well, tell me, how do you make your chili? Because I dump a bunch of cans of stuff together and hope for the best.
You got to have tomato sauce.
Okay.
Few different types of beans is usually good. We did go with an all meat chili for the judges too, but
such nerd.
The ingredient that goes in at the very end that you cook in is just a fine layer of sugar at the top. So as hot as you make it, if you put some sugar in at the top, that'll kind of give it the sweet beginning and then the slight afterburn.
What sort of sugar? Just normal?
Just normal sugar. We might play with brown sugar next year.
I've never heard of this in my entire life.
Just a little bit, just enough to make the initial taste sweet.
Brown sugar, babe. Now that song's in my head. So yeah, that was fun. I want to participate in some sort of chili cook-off.
We'll do it next year. The Phoenix Hill Tavern, this place that we competed at, was huge. It was unlike any bar I've ever seen before. It had sand and an atrium. I don't understand what was going on in this bar.
There's a bar like that in Columbus on Sawmill. They have a pool.
6 music stages.
Yeah.
Really?
They're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to say their name.
Fair enough. I never escape my little downtown bubble.
I know, you're always in the downtown bubble.
True.
I escaped, and I have discovered all sorts of cool things around Columbus. Do you know what I discovered recently?
What did you discover?
Well, I've discovered all sorts of things, and you can see in our studio right now, we're going to get to we have all sorts of people, but in addition to some people, we have some four-legged friends. We have 2 little doggies, and what's funny about them, and we'll get to them in a second, what's funny is I used to not be a dog person. I used to be the person when I would go to someone's house and the dog was around, I'd be like, ugh, get away from me. But ever since I met my little dog, Teddy, I am now a dog lover. So
when you weren't a dog person, were you a cat person, or just no animals in general?
No animals.
Huh. I've always been a dog person. These dogs are pleasantly quiet, too.
I know. They're very
nice and calm.
My dog, yes, these are well-behaved dogs. My dog, however, is a quarter crazy. Actually, my dog is the blonde male canine version of me.
Well, they're also wearing vests, which means they probably have more authority than I do.
They do.
So
they do have some sort of authority.
Intimidated.
And we're going to get to them. But I found some dogs, and I'm bringing them on the show. We're going to interview the pups. And then guess what else I did? We have new friends of the show. We made a partnership with Columbus Scuba. And I am learning, and I'm getting my little license to be a scuba diver.
No way.
Yeah. And what's awesome about it, because a lot of people are probably like, well, why would you do that when it's getting cold, stupid? Well, because they do an expedition. I forget where they said they go to, but they go scuba diving underneath the sheets of ice.
Really? Oh. I didn't know you could do that in Ohio.
So scary.
I just assumed if it was cold weather, you can't scuba.
They go out of the state, nerd.
Oh. Why?
Nerd.
I don't know.
Get out of your little Columbus downtown bubble. But yeah, so Columbus Scuba, I'm working with the owner over there, Andy Silverman, and I met him just this past week because we've kind of been going back and forth with one another. What's funny is when I met him, I totally busted his chops, and he just rolled with it, and that's when I was like, you have to work with my show. If you can roll with me, you got to become a partner of the show. So yeah, I think that you're even gonna get some training as well if you're not too scared of it.
All right, I gotta get my swimming skills.
Do you have a fear of being underwater? Because I kind of do. I do.
After the shark cage thing, that cured my fear of water and going under.
Right.
But before that, even snorkeling was a challenge.
Well, see, I'm afraid of it, but it's not to the point where it petrifies me, but it does scare me a little bit just because, especially if I'm underneath sheets of ice, that's freaky. I mean, that's actually a whole other world of scary. But
yeah, that's different.
Let's cut to a break so that we can come back and meet our canine friends that are in the studio. Sound good?
Sounds good.
At the Diamond Cellar, we've been listening to our customers for years, and what's important to them is getting the finest quality at the best price.
I definitely got the best ideal cut for the money at the Diamond Cellar.
This is Andy Johnson. To make sure nobody can offer you a better price, we've been shopping again. The Diamond Cellar is less expensive. Take it from our customers.
The Diamond Cellar had the best price.
We got more than we expected to get for the money.
Come to the Diamond Cellar and let us show you. Quality for quality, nobody beats us on price.
Choices Eliminating Domestic Violence is dedicated to interrupting the cycle of domestic violence by responding to those in need, educating the community, and advocating for social change. Choices provides a 24-hour crisis and information line, temporary shelter, counseling, and support groups, all in the name of eliminating violence. Visit choicescolumbus.org.
Can't get enough of your no excuses and you always need more? I do too. I get it because we only air once a week. I don't know why. That's what the executives at the radio show said I could do. But don't forget to always go to
livenoexcuses.com
or facebook.com/livenoexcusesradio
or youtube.com/livenoexcuses
and always twitter.com/Lex McAllister. It's Live No Excuses, baby, on Rewind Columbus.
Bradley Photography specializes in creating works of art for clients desiring an authentic, fine art experience. Suspend the remarkable and capture the honest and precious moments of real beauty, your family. More than works of art, we create works of life. To learn more, visit us online at bradley.com. That's BRADDLEY.com or call 614-228-6920.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound
Man, we have, well, first of all, we should introduce the human owner of Bonomo and Scout. But those are the names of the two dogs. Aren't those, that's the coolest name, Scout and Bonomo.
Yeah, I want to hear where the second name came from.
I know, but the owner is Tom. And as usual, true to my typical form, Tom and I have become friends via Facebook,
of all places.
As we typically
we have like
do.
35 mutual friends, and I met her tonight.
Yeah, it's funny. We're just meeting in the flesh tonight. And talk to me a little bit, because you sent me this really cool email, because you have a really cool project, and I want you to share all of your bio and your details with everyone, because you're yes, we have the mutual friends. Yes, you're a cool guy, but you're doing something even more cool within the community. So talk about it a little bit.
Well, as a result, actually, of 9/11, I got involved with search and rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And at first was really part of a disaster response team as an individual, where you would go and help people in cases of disaster. I then decided that I wanted to see what I could do with the dog, because I had a dog at that point. And I started reading every book I could. And my youngest dog turned out to be very good at search. Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy good.
Yeah.
And then I started to train my other dogs. Now I have 4 trained search and rescue dogs.
And that's so cool.
Wow.
So these dogs are legit.
Yeah.
And they wear the vest to show it, the little badge to show it.
The vest is actually so that if the manager would have said the dogs can't be here.
Oh. And
so that they can go into any kind of public place without a problem.
Right.
Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't get a little, hey.
Yeah.
And I saw some looks, and I was waiting for someone to say something to me, because anytime I can get feisty is a good time for me. So.
Yeah, no, the dogs can go anywhere. I can take them on a plane even.
Really?
Yep.
Do you have to buy a seat?
Yeah.
That's of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. So talk to me about some of the projects that the dogs have been involved in.
The main thing, it is a grim business at points, but the main thing that dogs get called for in Central Ohio is cadaver work. That the people are already dead or presumed dead. And the dogs are really miraculous at how much area they can cover versus a person.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs it'll take 20 people to do what a dog can do.
Right.
So in these cases, it's people that have walked away from their cars and they've shot themselves. But it is the non-fun part of the business.
Right.
But people do get to know what's happened to their relatives, and that, closures.
That's a good thing. Closure's a good thing.
They have to have it, even in the worst case circumstance.
Absolutely. And what I think is so cool about what you're doing, I was telling Boyman during the break, I used to not be a dog lover. I didn't. And now that I get to meet I finally get to meet Scout and Bonomo, two of your rescue dogs here. Dogs amaze me. And I just read an article that says dogs can actually sniff and smell in humans certain types of cancer.
Absolutely.
And I wanted your opinion on that, because when I read it, every doctor has an opinion on something.
Well,
you know what I mean?
There is no question that dogs have perception that's well beyond ours. Mm-hmm. And if the pattern is repetitive, whether it's an epileptic seizure, whether it's the way particular cancers smell, absolutely. These guys have 200 million scent receptors. Mm-hmm. We have 5 million. Mm. So,
but isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Wouldn't that be amazing if we hired a fleet of dogs and they became a part of the American Medical Association, and they were the dogs who helped to find cancer in humans?
Well,
because
it sounds
that's
like
half
we
the
could
problem.
do it.
Well, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
Self-trained.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. That if we could detect cancer in humans well before, because that's half the problem with cancer. A lot of people don't know they have it, and then it's too progressed for treatment. Yep. But if I wish that the group, AMA would start to pursue this in a more proactive way and actually start to train dogs and see what we could do as far as getting yourself tested.
Yep.
Kind of a scary test, though, having a dog sniff you over, and it's either like you've got it or you don't. That would be a kind of freaky test, but necessary. You know what I mean?
They're not even sure how it works yet. But they're not really sure how dogs do what they do in terms of cadaver. So it's really a case of testing them, and they're remarkable.
And I understand there's a interesting story to how one of your dogs got their name. Can you share that a little bit?
Yes. Bonomo is a Border Collie Australian Shepherd. He's 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And when 9/11 happened, that really messed with me. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm here now in this business. Mm-hmm. And Frank Bonomo was a firefighter from Long Island. And I was given a bracelet, like a POW bracelet, for him. And I didn't think I was going to wear it as long as I have. It's never been off except for one time. Mm-hmm. So I named my dog after him. Mm-hmm. All my dogs are named after people. Mm-hmm. So it gave additional meaning to him, and it gave me, I think, a sense that when we were working, I was somehow tied to Frankie Bonomo, who died.
Right. So talk to me a little bit about the training. How do you train these dogs? What's step one?
Step one for a dog, determining really whether they have some form of drive that you can reward. So if they like to chase balls, that's a very good indication of something you can turn into a search dog.
Okay.
If I'm trying to find you as a person, I would start by having you run 50 yards away, and we make it a game. It's all a game. And then you reward them, and you add more complex tasks. And very similar with cadaver. You'll expose them to the smell. You'll then place items out for them to find in ever-increasing difficulty and requiring additional thought on their part. But it takes years, and it's multiple hours every week. And interestingly, all the teams that do this are volunteers.
That's cool. Well, that's why I wanted to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I think what you do is awesome. I think what you add to the community is awesome. But what I love about it is you just said it. You were unsatisfied with this current state of our community, and you wanted to do something that could give back. You have a passion for dogs, and this is your way of leading a no excuses lifestyle. That's why I wanted to have you on, because I actually wanted to tell you you're my no excuses man of the week.
Excellent.
You inspire me.
You're very inspiring.
We don't have a badge, but at some point we'll make one. We have a sticker.
I don't really.
I have a bottle of wine in the fridge. I can give that to you if that works.
I told you I met Larry Clark. I quit drinking since then.
Okay. A side note, we'll talk about that later. Stay tuned for more No Excuses.
When you're out there walking the street, you may compete.
Hi, this is Brian Bowen.
And this is Heather Keck
of Bowen & Keck Defense Attorneys. We understand that you are only human, and humans make mistakes.
However, that doesn't mean we can't solve your issues with class and respect.
Heather, that's exactly right, because you deserve help.
YouDeserveHelp.com.
As lawyers, we are protectors of your rights as real people.
Your needs, your concerns, your life is unique to you.
We are always available to you at YouDeserveHelp.com.
That's YouDeserveHelp.com.
Do you ever come home after a busy day and wonder what's for dinner? At Dream Dinners, we answer that question for you. Our monthly menu includes over 17 different recipes that change each month, with dishes perfect for the seafood lover to the vegetarian and even those with gluten allergies. Join us at Dream Dinners. Schedule your session today to prepare your meals or have one of our staff members prepare the meals for you. Call 614-798-1400 and ask for Allison, or visit dreamdinners.com. That's 614-798-1400.
The car your heart desires is at Buyers.
Hey, Spiels, are we on another scouting expedition?
Yeah, Mark, making sure Buyers Subaru is staying competitive. Welcome to the big box car dealership, where our prices are high and the values are low. I'm interested in that Forester over there. Excellent choice, sir. How much is it? Well, are you buying today? If the price is right, how much? That's a special request. I'll need to get my manager.
And off he goes. Now the game starts.
Man, this is nothing like Buyers Subaru. We actually listen to our customers.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Hello, sirs.
Hello? How much?
Well, how much were you looking to spend?
That's it.
Allow me. Drop and give me 20.
Come scout out Buyers Subaru at I-270 and Sawmill on Billingsley Road. Call 792-2455 or on the web at buyersauto.com.
The deal that's right for you. Buyers Mazda Subaru.
Do you love to have a custom piece of jewelry that you made yourself or that you purchased by a local craftsman? I love pieces like that, and the only place you can get them is One Stop Bead Shop. That's onestopbeadshop.com. They are located just on Sawmill Road in Dublin at the Trader Joe's Shopping Center. They have all kinds of beads, and I just saw that they have a snake spine bead in store. So if they have a snake spine, you know you're going to find exactly what you're looking for at One Stop Bead Shop. It's onestopbeadshop.com.
When it comes to your dream home, consider Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Located right on the main lake, the gated community offers fantastic views with a minimum of 2 boat slips with each house. Lots start from $185,000, cottages from $279,000, and houses from $395,000. It's the life your family wants in an area you know and love. Check it out on the web at compasspointbuckeyelake.com or call 614-621-2443. Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Building more than homes, building a foundation for family traditions.
All right, so I'm already complaining, boy, man.
He sounds like you're sore.
I am sore, but you know when you work out and the next day and the day after especially, your body just aches and you're like, that hurts, but it's a good hurt.
It's a good sore.
It's a good sore. And I don't mean the sore where you're walking kind of funny the next day. I mean the sore after you've done some good old-fashioned working out at a gym. And I did just that because finally, I've already talked about it, but I'm so proud and so excited that Ohio Krav Maga is a No Excuses endorsed business and partner. And we have the owner of Ohio Krav on the show, Terry Rosen. She's been on the show before.
What's up?
What's up, girl? Hello. So, Terry, you are awesome. You're actually always going to be... You're like an honorary No Excuses woman.
Sweet.
Here's why. Because
it seems like from every tweet and Facebook status update from Lex is that you're beating her mercilessly
well, it's not
in her
necessarily,
gym.
Yeah, it's not necessarily her, but Terry inspires me. Terry's body is rocking to the point where Terry came out and played soccer with us on the No Excuses team when we had our little Pride Cup tournament, and she's never played soccer before. And my favorite,
I know where you're going with it.
One of my favorite parts about that day was the fact that we lost all of our games, even though we were all good. But the other favorite part, my other favorite part of that day was the fact that when Terry runs around on a soccer field, she keeps like bringing her hands up like she's about to take someone down. And at one point, she was like got into a little kicky match back and forth with the ball with a player from the other team, and you could see her telling herself in her head, "Don't touch this person with your hands." You did, right?
I like shook my hands and I looked at the guy. I actually growled at the guy because that was the only
well, your
act
hands
of aggression.
are your defense.
But I couldn't. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to touch him. I knew that was not cool.
Not good.
So soccer's really not for me. I'm going to try football or something else.
Oh, so
something with a little more hitting.
Yeah. And I can't skate, so I can't do hockey. We're going to go with football.
Okay.
Football, okay. Rugby.
Or Australian rules, apparently. Australian rules soccer. One of my friends is trying to recruit me for that.
Why don't you just stick with Krav? Because you seem to be pretty good at that.
That's cool. I can do that.
Now, actually, I wanted to recruit you to our bowling team, and we're going to talk about this great event that we're participating in.
I would throw the ball at someone.
I know, you totally. You get mad and like throw the ball at the pins. Like,
I'm pretty bad at bowling.
I am too. Yeah. I'm still going to go do it. So what's cool about you is the fact that you started at Ohio Krav as a customer who wanted to participate in the classes, and you went through and you learned and you progressed in your abilities, and now you own it.
Yes.
Boom.
Yep.
Talk to everyone. I try to explain it, but you saw last night when I tried to explain exactly what Krav is, I kind of struggle. So why don't you give the history of Krav real quick?
All right, real quick. Krav is the official hand-to-hand combat system of the Israeli Defense Forces. It was developed as a system when Israel was first becoming a nation.
Yeah.
And they were recruiting essentially everyone in the whole country to help defend the space that had just become theirs, basically.
Right, because the girls have to serve for 2 years over there, right? And the boys have to serve for...
Don't look at me. I have no idea.
Yes, that's true. Even today, right out of high school, guys do 3 years of service and women do 2 years of service. So, and this is still the system of self-defense that they learn today in the military. Wow.
Do you like it? Well, I can't talk either. I'm over here using my West Side Vapor, my little vaporizer. It's getting all in my way.
What got you into that style? How did Krav become a part of your life?
I didn't know anything about it. My husband knew what it was. He was looking to get into law enforcement, and he had researched it when we first moved to Columbus. And he said, I want to do Krav Maga, and we were looking for a place to do it. And one day we were just driving up 270, and you can see our Gahanna location from the highway. And I was like, hey, did you know there's a Krav gym over there? And he's like, what? Where? I thought we were going to stop the car on the highway. That's how excited he was.
He slammed on the brakes. P.S. Her husband's awesome. His name is Barry. Yes, it's Barry and Terry.
Barry and
I
Terry.
do make fun of them. And sometimes I like to call him different names like Bob or Jim.
She makes up crazy names for him. And they're, I don't know where they come from.
That's just because she can't remember his name.
Correct.
Right.
Is that right?
Timmy.
Is that fair?
Timmy.
Little Timmy. That's what he is. No. So what I love, and because people have been asking me this, they're like, well, I said, you got to join me at these classes. They're awesome. They're like, well, I don't really want to learn how to fight. And I'm like, no. First of all, everyone should learn how to defend themselves. I think everyone should have some sort of knowledge on how to protect their physical being. But you guys offer so many other classes besides just Krav classes, and I participated in 3 of them. I'm going to talk about...
In a row?
Well, no, 2 in a row.
Okay.
I did do 2 in a row. Okay, on Monday I did 2 in a row, and I was walking out and I about died. And your instructor, Aaron, this little cute little boy, he's not a little boy, but he probably won't like that when he listens. He kind of is. He's a little cutie. he was like in my face, like, look, because I was doing the thing with the fire hoses where you like flap them back and forth and make you want to die. And the most I've ever done it is for like 30 seconds, and he made us do it in 2-minute increments. So I was about to shoot myself in the face, and he was like, look, keep going, just a little bit more. When people get in my face like that, I start to get real rowdy, and I was like, Aaron, you better get out of my face right now. I'm so exhausted. I had already done another class, so that was part of the CrossFit class, okay, which is just a total body torture class. It's awesome. But I also did a class called Cardio MMA, which was equally as awesome because it's a mixture of like burpees and jump rope and sit-ups and stuff, but then you like go gung pao on a punching bag, and they teach you like little combos.
Gung pao. Tell me what gung pao is.
First of all, I make up words. Zhuzh. Not kung pao, gung pao.
Gung pao. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Because I think it sounds more Mandarin. Gung pao.
I didn't know you spoke Mandarin either, but
I'm learning.
Just learning new things.
I'm learning to scuba dive. I'm training some dogs, taking Mandarin, bowling. All right. Life of no excuses. I'm just learning everything. Why don't you leave downtown Columbus, you little cool downtown yuppie?
Hey, I do a lot down there, though. Got a lot of things going on downtown Columbus.
He goes to a bar is typically what he's, or the gym. A bar or the gym. A bar or the gym. But you haven't been to Krav yet. You need to come.
I know. I do need to check it out. I really want to come to your gym.
I think you should come this next Thursday. We're doing CrossFit again. It's torture. It's an hour and 30 minutes, or
CrossFit's just an hour. I know it feels like longer.
No, Yeah. We started at 7:15 and we did not end at 8:15, Terry. We ended at like 8:45.
7:15 is when cardio MMA starts, and then 7:45 is when CrossFit starts.
We went for an hour and a half is all I know.
Now I'm gonna have to talk to Aaron
because I about died. Anyways, will you stay a little bit longer? I'm not done talking to you.
Of course. I'm not going to.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Atelier, a boutique salon located in the heart of Grandview Heights, offers one-of-a-kind haircuts and colors tailored to your features and your individual skin tone. With a master cutting specialist and national color educator on staff, Atelier is always at the cutting edge. AtelierByMason.com. That's ATELIER by Mason.com, or call 614-485-9558. That's 614-485-9558.
During market ups and downs, you face many questions and uncertainties. Is my 401k allocation still right? How will my retirement plans be impacted? How will my dreams and goals be affected? Schumacher & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., can provide you with solid strategies and tips to help you protect what matters and weather market volatility. To learn more, go to Schumacher & Associates at 614-340-9642. That's 614-340-9642. Or stop by their office at 4 Victorian Gateway, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member FINRON and SIPC.
Are you trying to quit your unhealthy smoking habit but don't know where to start? Try the e-vapor, brought to you by Columbus's own Westside Vapor. E-vapors are smokeless, tar-free, and chemical-free, whereas a normal tobacco product carries major health risks along with over 4,800 harmful chemicals. Try a complimentary e-vapor by messaging Lex at facebook.com/livenoexcuses. And don't forget to visit westsidevapor.com.
Where can you lose weight, get into awesome shape, and learn self-defense skills all in an unconventional environment? Ohio Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a hand-to-hand fighting system that will allow you to protect yourself and your loved ones. Do yourself a favor and visit ohiokravmaga.com to view classes, schedules, videos, and more. Classes include Krav Maga, CrossFit, boxing, taught by Olympic gold medalist Jerry Page, jiu-jitsu, and more. ohiokravmaga.com. Self-defense and fitness for the real world, with 3 convenient locations in Hilliard, Gahanna, and Lewis Center. ohiokravmaga.com.
So I totally just was getting a little sassy with Terry, and I realized I probably shouldn't do that because you could totally take me out, dude. She could totally
She's going to get you back. Even if she doesn't take you out right here, she'll make you pay for it
That's
later.
Right. You watch out. Thursday night.
I know.
I'm coming for you.
I know.
I take that CrossFit class on Thursday nights.
At Hilliard, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take it with you because you're going to make me feel fat.
What?
And out of shape.
No, that's the cool thing about CrossFit is you all get to, it's like group suffering. I shouldn't say that.
It is.
That's bad marketing.
That's good. No, I think that's good.
It's motivating because you can.
There's enough masochists out there. They want to be,
right.
Beat up a little bit.
It's when you're done with your P90X, I'm working out at home, and now I need other people to suffer with. That's when CrossFit comes in. You're like, okay, now the rest of us are all going to do this together, and it's going to be awesome because I can be motivated by the other people in the room. Yeah,
that's what was cool about it. Because I was telling everyone during the break that I saw a friend there, and we whipped out the flip camera after the class, and we're doing goofy little dances in our sweaty goodness afterwards. But during the class, we would like look at each other and like give a face of like pain, but then we would laugh and keep going. You know what I mean? Because it is kind of torturous, but it's so good for your body.
I got to get back to the full body workouts. I did the compartmentalization recently, where I'm doing like shoulders and legs in one day, chest and triceps in one day, and now I'm looking to go back to full body again pretty soon.
You should, yeah.
Because I bulked up a little bit and I want to cut back down. It's just a never-ending cycle of that.
Right. Well, I don't. Oh, actually, you were tagged in this, so if you didn't see it, it's your own fault, and it means you're not checking our website often enough. Okay. Our new website, which is noexcusesradio.tumblr.com, which we have daily updates. And I posted my most recent post from last week was getting hot in the holidays. So it's this whole plan, this whole workout and diet regime that I have to get hot by the holidays, and you are a part of it. So I'm taking 3 classes a week with Ohio Krav. But see, resistance training is good where you section off your muscles, boy, man. But there is something with that CrossFit when you're using every body in your muscle, you're using your core. It's part cardio, it's part resistance training. It is brutal. And what's hilarious, boy, man, I don't know if you saw this, but I tweet back and forth with Ohio Krav because I'm obsessed with it, and it's ridiculous. You're probably annoyed by me, but hey, it's helping our Twitter feeds, right?
Yes.
So we're going back and forth, and what is that group? CrossFit, like the CrossFit group of the nation. What's that group? That CrossFit HQ or something? What's that thing called?
Well, they just started following us, right? The CrossFit Games.
Yeah, the CrossFit Games, where at the very final, some people win $250,000 started following us and was like, "Way to go, Lex, keep it up!" And I was like, "Say what?"
That's one of the coolest things about CrossFit is the community. Actually, on Facebook yesterday, CrossFit HQ asked, what makes CrossFit different from everything else? And the first 20 answers were a community, duh. So yeah, that's. And all of our, you've been to Hilliard enough. All of our classes are kind of like that. It's it's just a big family of people who want to see you get better at stuff.
I've always been impressed and inspired by CrossFit. There's a hole in the wall garage right by the building that I work in downtown, and it's on a hill. And these people are always pushing power sleds up and down the hill and just doing crazy workout, wearing huge weighted vests and running up and down sprints with the sleds, doing power cleans and squats and stuff in this just kind of random empty building. It's pretty cool.
Talk to me. What is the definition of CrossFit? Because I know, like in my head, I feel like it's anything that is using every aspect of your body. But like the CrossFit Games, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get into. It's like you're hammering a nail into the cement, or you're doing all these weird things with your body. So talk to me about what is the definition of CrossFit?
CrossFit is defined as constantly varied, high intensity, functional workouts. So
functional is the big part of that.
Functional is the big part, and that's where it differentiates itself from what you were talking about, muscle isolation. Everything you're going to do in CrossFit basically is going to recruit multiple muscle groups, and they're going to be functional movements. So, and that's what makes it cool, not just for people who want to be athletes, but for everybody. We're teaching you how to squat, which is how you get up and down out of a chair. We're teaching you how to deadlift, which is how you safely pick up your friend when he falls.
That is my favorite workout. Deadlift is my favorite thing to do in the gym, which sounds weird.
He likes his butt. That's why he likes touching his butt. He likes looking at his butt.
Deadlifts are good for butts.
He likes other people to touch his butt. Maybe you should pat him on the butt before you leave here.
I'll let you pat me on the butt, Terry. As long as Bob won't get mad.
A.K.A. Barry, A.K.A. Timmy. Yeah, he's going to love me after this. Sorry, Barry. But you actually compete in CrossFit, which I think is awesome. And I'm just getting into it, Terry, but in a year, I'm going to start challenging you because in a year I'll be at your...
Here's what we're going to do. The cool thing about the way the CrossFit Games, they started doing this in 2011, and it's going to be a lot of fun in 2012 too, because I think they ironed out a lot of the kinks. The road to that $250,000 competition you mentioned starts with a 6-week-long worldwide competition that you do at your own gym. And so the CrossFit headquarters announces a different workout each week, and you do it yourself, and you get a registered gym to verify that you did it, and they score it, or you can videotape yourself and send it in if you don't belong to a gym, but you do. So you're going to do it with us. So it starts in February, and for 6 weeks we have a workout each week that you then you register online, you post your scores, you can compare how you're doing to other people in the world. It's awesome. It's actually a lot of fun.
That's cool.
And it's a great way to kind of monitor your progress too. You're like, oh man, look at that. I'm in front of 50
Svetlana in Lithuania. I totally took you down.
Smoked her. Yeah, exactly. And one of our other trainers at the Gahanna location, she talked about how she made a lot of friends on Facebook last year that were kind of as a result of that. They call it the CrossFit Open, where, you know, she was kind of using some of the people that she was always kind of scored right near as gauges. She's like, oh, well, that girl's going to be 40 soon and I'm 40 or I'm going to be 40 soon and we're scoring similar. And oh man, she must have better double unders than me, but I'm stronger at a deadlift or whatever. So
I understand the concept behind this, but what I don't understand, I know how powerlifting competitions work because it's just the total weighted score based on your body weight and that percentage. So how is CrossFit scored? How do you actually quantify the competition?
So another cool thing about CrossFit is that it's measurable and repeatable. That's the idea of the workouts. So the way pretty much any CrossFit workout you ever do is going to be structured is that you have a set amount of work to do as fast as you can, or you have a set amount of time to do as much work as possible.
Okay.
And so then the way they score them is they basically assign points to that stuff.
So hypothetically speaking, I'd have 30 seconds to do as many burpees as possible.
Yes.
I'm jumping up and down, and that's how you get scored.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
At the end of at the CrossFit class I took, we had to do burpees. And I look like a fish flopping to the ground.
Burpees are miserable.
Do you know about my 100 burpees?
No. You'll have to tell me, and you need to come back on the radio show because I want to hear about it. You're awesome. I have a girl crush on you. I love you, Terry Rosen. OhioCravMaga.com.
Y'all ready for this?
Do you ever come home after a busy day and wonder what's for dinner? At Dream Dinners, we answer that question for you. Our monthly menu includes over 17 different recipes that change each month, with dishes perfect for the seafood lover to the vegetarian and even those with gluten allergies. Join us at Dream Dinners. Schedule your session today to prepare your meals or have one of our staff members prepare the meals for you. Call 614-798-1400 and ask for Allison, or visit dreamdinners.com. That's 614-798-1400. Can't get enough of your no excuses and you always need more? I do too, I get it, because we only air once a week. I don't know why, that's what the executives at the radio show said I could do. But don't forget to always go to
LiveNoExcuses.com
or Facebook.com/LiveNoExcusesRadio
or YouTube.com/LiveNoExcuses.
And always Twitter.com/Lex McAllister. It's Live No Excuses, baby, on Rewind Columbus.
Do you love to have a custom piece of jewelry that you made yourself or that you purchased by a local craftsman? I love pieces like that, and the only place you can get them is One Stop Bead Shop. That's onestopbeadshop.com. They are located just on Sawmill Road in Dublin at the Trader Joe's Shopping Center. They have all kinds of beads, and I just saw that they have a snake spine bead in store. So if they have a snake spine, you know you're going to find exactly what you're looking for at One Stop Bead Shop. It's onestopbeadshop.com.
When it comes to your dream home, consider Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Located right on the main lake, the gated community offers fantastic views with a minimum of 2 boat slips with each house. Lots start from $185,000, cottages from $279,000, and houses from $395,000. It's the life your family wants in an area you know and love. Check it out on the web at compasspointbuckeyelake.com or call 614-621-2443. Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Building more than homes, building a foundation for family traditions.
Hey, real quick before we get into our awesome guest who's joining us again, love talk. All I do nowadays is meet people or Facebook them or Twitter them and make them my friend. This job is awesome. Anyone who wants to go into radio, I highly recommend it.
Kind of got it made.
You kind of just make friends with everyone and learn how to do cool stuff like Krav Maga and scuba diving. So, you know what we're not learning to do is jump out of an airplane.
I know.
Wonder whose fault that is. But anyways.
Mine. I'll take responsibility for that. But I've been busy volunteering my little rear end off.
Yeah.
And one of the places I've been volunteering is with Junior Achievement.
I love it.
And we have Natalina Fickel in the studio. Did I get your last name right?
You got it.
Perfect.
Are you afraid to be? Don't let the mic scare you. No one is listening to the show, so you're
Good
fine.
to know.
Yeah, it's just us three.
It really is
and
just
her,
us hanging out
the
and the
producer.
Makes me feel better.
Well, everyone knows if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you know my new obsession with Junior Achievement and my new passion. It's not that it's a new thing, but an outlet for my passion with interacting with young minds and the youth, and that's really exactly what Junior Achievement does. It provides them with life skills in the areas that I feel like schools or families don't do, which is financial savvy, which is how do you balance your checkbook, which is they get to run a business for a day. They have this little building called BizTown down in the Short North where the kids become business owners, they become CFOs, they become employees, and I actually get to see it up close and personal at the end of October, which makes me so excited. I'm so excited.
And not only do they get to run an individual business, but it's an entire community.
Yeah.
That everybody has to interact from a business standpoint with each other, from paying their utility bills to going and getting a meal with their earnings through BizTown.
Well, you know why I like this, Natalina, and I know we keep talking and you haven't got to talk yet. Sorry, we typically do that. She's like, that's fine. What I love about it is when was it? 2 weeks ago, I was looking in the Dispatch and I saw an article about how Olentangy City Schools is requiring the high school students to take a drug test, and a company is actually coming in and drug testing each of the students, which we'll get into that another show in which I can go, give my entire thoughts on it. But this Junior Achievement is a program that is so interactive in a positive way with these kids and shows them why they are learning the things they're learning in school and what they can do with their lives once they get out of school, which I think is what kids need to stay motivated. Because when you're reading a biology book, you're like, why? Why do I need this? You know what I mean, boy man?
Yeah,
You know what
unless you're destined to be a biologist of
Rare.
some sort, or
Rare.
know you want to go to medical school, which is also rare.
Rare.
I mean, you're not getting the practical knowledge you need to start your own business someday.
All right, boy man. So Natalina, your time to shine. P.S. I understand we have a connection. Your cousin went to high school with me.
Right.
I thought he was a very nice person. So your family is, I think, pretty good, I would assume. You're welcome. Thanks. How are you involved with JA? And talk all about it and about the bowl-a-thon that we're getting involved in coming up here soon.
Right. Well, first of all, we're glad that you're obsessed with Junior Achievement.
We are obsessed. We are.
We love that.
Yeah.
I have been on the Junior Achievement of Central Ohio board for a couple years now through my job at Grange Insurance in the Community Relations Department.
Yeah.
And have really enjoyed my experience there. The mission is great. It's about inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in the global economy. What does that really mean? Basically, three things. It teaches kids the fundamentals of financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just about stressing the importance of staying in school and furthering their education so that they're better prepared for the real world.
That's what it is. School doesn't really prepare you for the real world.
Which I think is showing right this very minute with thousands of people that are in their 20s protesting around the country that they can't find jobs, but they also don't have the entrepreneurism that Junior Achievement promotes.
Well,
so it's just it's a missing link in all of these people who can't find jobs.
I think it shows with the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings, and let's not forget our fabulous 40-somethings whose houses are now in foreclosure because they trusted this mortgage officer to give them a loan for a house they knew they couldn't afford, but they said, no, you're approved. So maybe if they had went through Junior Achievement and learned the realities of money and how money works and how their
compound interest.
That's right, and how their checkbook works, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. You know, everyone wants to blame big business and government and whatnot, but why don't you take a look at yourselves and how you handle your own finances? You know, right now I have way too much credit card debt, but I went into it willingly to, launch some things, and I'm paying it down, and it's going to be paid off soon. So I knew what I was getting into. And I think that's what JA does. It teaches these kids the realities of money, of work, of being an adult, and what you're getting yourself into. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what's your favorite part of working with JA for how long you've been there now?
I'd have to say my favorite thing is just that everyone's really passionate. We have a good base of volunteers that go into the classroom and they teach the programs. We've got the JA BizTown that I mentioned. That is a really neat program, a day-long simulation where these kids come in and they take on the roles in the community. They're the mayor, the DJ, and whatnot. And they show up in a suit and tie, and they're really excited. And I've volunteered there before, and it's just really neat to see these kids. You can see that they're just ignited.
They light
they're
up.
Excited. Yeah,
they light up.
And you'll see that next week when you come for the tour, Lex.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And we get to bowl. We're putting together a No Excuses bowling team. So
That's
for
right.
anyone who wants to participate, we can have as many teams as we want to. You need to go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Live No Excuses, or twitter.com/Lex McAllister. If you want to come bowling with us, you come bowling with us.
And listen to me rock the mic.
At the Diamond Cellar, we've been listening to our customers for years, and what's important to them is getting the finest quality at the best price.
I definitely got the best ideal cut for the money at the Diamond Cellar.
This is Andy Johnson. To make sure nobody can offer you a better price, we've been shopping again. The Diamond Cellar is less expensive. Take it from our customers.
The Diamond Cellar had the best price.
We got more than we expected to get for the money.
Come to the Diamond Cellar and let us show you. Quality for quality, nobody beats us on price.
The car your heart desires is at Buyers.
Hey, Spiels, are we on another scouting expedition?
Yeah, Mark, making sure Buyer Subaru is staying competitive. Welcome to the big box car dealership where our prices are high and the values are low. I'm interested in that Forester over there. Excellent choice, sir. How much is it? Well, are you buying today? If the price is right, how much? That's a special request. I'll need to get my manager.
And off he goes. Now the game starts.
Man, this is nothing like Buyer Subaru. We actually listen to our customers.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Hello, sirs.
Hello? How much?
Well, how much were you looking to spend?
That's it.
Allow me. Drop and give me 20.
Come scout out Buyer Subaru at I-270 and Sawmill on Billingsley Road. Call 792-2455 or on the web at buyersauto.com.
The deal that's right for you. Buyers Mazda Subaru.
Where can you lose weight, get into awesome shape, and learn self-defense skills all in an unconventional environment? Ohio Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a hand-to-hand fighting system that will allow you to protect yourself and your loved ones. Do yourself a favor and visit ohiokravmaga.com to view classes, schedules, videos, and more. Classes include Krav Maga, CrossFit, boxing, taught by Olympic gold medalist Jerry Page, jiu-jitsu, and more. ohiokravmaga.com. Self-defense and fitness for the real world with 3 convenient locations in Hilliard, Gahanna, and Lewis Center. ohiokravmaga.com.
Hi, this is Brian Bowen
And this is Heather Keck.
of Bowen and Keck Defense Attorneys. We understand that you are only human, and humans make mistakes.
However, that doesn't mean we can't solve your issues with class and respect.
Heather, that's exactly right, because you deserve help.
YouDeserveHelp.com.
As lawyers, we are protectors of your rights as real people.
Your needs, your concerns, your life is unique to you.
We are always available to you at youdeservehelp.com.
That's YouDeserveHelp.com.
Bradley Photography specializes in creating works of art for clients desiring an authentic, fine art experience. Suspend the remarkable and capture the honest and precious moments of real beauty, your family. More than works of art, we create works of life. To learn more, visit us online at bradley.com. That's BRADDLEY.com or call 614-228-6920.
What the heck is happening here? What are you two doing
you were
behind my
saying
back?
tiddlywinks,
Wait
and
a
we were
second.
making fun of you,
What is
and
happening?
then we gave
First
each
of
other
all-
a fist bump, and I blew it up, and
We said it at the same exact time.
I called Jinx.
I
so.
said tiddlywinks.
And I just wanted to punch him.
What is happening
hey, full
here?
moon's on you.
We totally have a dysfunctional. We've had a listen to me. Let's get back to you. I'm very proud of Boy Man, and here's why. Boyman is going to be one of the co-MCs for the Bowl-a-thon that is raising funds for junior achievement that we are participating in. Remind me, you know how I am with dates. What's the date again on
October 22nd. And I'm doing the second half from noon to 5.
2:30.
No,
I'm
noon
sorry,
to 2:30.
No, 2:30 to 5.
2:30 to 5, okay.
Second session.
I'm not even
right.
needed as long as I thought I was.
Just send me a text because you know how I get with dates and times and numbers. It's
10
like
days away.
All right, perfect. I know this. I know that I'm not the best bowler, but I'm gonna look good on it.
We'll get you some rails. What do you call those? I haven't bowled in a while. Bumpers. We'll get you some bumpers.
What
strikes left and right?
It's really not about the bowling anyway. It's about the kids.
It's about the beer? Oh, the kids.
The kids.
Oh, yeah, kids are there. That's right.
Will they allow me to vapor in this bowling suite?
Absolutely.
Because they should. Since do you remember,
what kind of image is that? The kids don't understand that it's vapor.
The kids aren't there. The kids are the kids there?
There will be kids there.
Oh, darn it.
See?
Yes.
Darn it.
You can't warp these little minds.
I'm going to go in the back alley.
However, costumes are encouraged because there is a Halloween theme. So don't come looking like yourself and vapor away.
Oh, well, I still don't want to. We don't need to be a bad.
Yeah, she reminded me that, hey, I'm going as a cowgirl. What are you going to be? I'm like, crap. Do I have to come up with something?
You said that to me, and I remember looking at it. I was like, what is she talking about? And then something else came up, and I forgot about it. I don't know that I have a costume yet. I'll have
I don't
to think
either.
of something.
I'm going to have to go get like a little Ghostbusters costume or something.
Something fantastic is all I know. I want to go out for Halloween this year. I never go out for Halloween.
I usually go out every year, and it's always inappropriate. Always. So I got to come up with something good for October 22nd.
Yeah, I feel like it's always
something nice and good for the kids.
I need to figure something out. I don't know what I'm going to be. Maybe I can go as like an old school Mary Kay woman. Like I'll be a grandma Mary Kay woman.
That'd actually be pretty good.
Oh, that would entertain me.
And also possibly an underlying motive.
Hey, side note, I love talking about my family. So when I think of bowling alleys, I think of my grandma because she used to be a part of a bowling league, of course. And she would take me to the bowling alley. And I was a little girl and I had to be in the bowling alley, like a little babysitting room, which consisted of the most ridiculous square box room with like an old TV and like no toys and some random bowling employee watching us. And I remember one time I remember like it was yesterday, I was like, I'm hungry. And this guy was like, I think I have a Pop-Tart. I can go get you Pop-Tart.
Natalie, do you think you have any bowling skills? Do you have any? When's the last time you went bowling?
It's been about a year and I have no skills. Sometimes I get lucky. However, I will not be bowling this event.
You're not going to toss any bowling balls? Not once?
I might have to throw one down.
Okay.
But I might be the person running around like looking like a crazy person with a clipboard.
That sounds about right.
That might be my costume,
You've been busy planning this.
Oh, right. So exciting.
I bet I got a couple skills left. I grew up in small town Ohio. Bowling was the to-do when I was growing up. That's all we had. Bowling and cruising State Street when we all turned 16.
Hanging out at the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, exactly. Hang out in Walmart, go bowling, and that's it.
Really?
Start a bonfire somewhere. That's about all I had. I'm not kidding. You look at me like I just made that up, and
I know you didn't make it up. I feel very sad for you, but Natalina, thank you for bringing Boyman on board with the Bowl-a-thon, and for anyone who wants to participate, it is an event that anyone can participate. You do need to either get sponsors as far as sponsoring your ticket fee. It's a $50 registration, or you can just man up and pay $50 because it ain't that much. It's for the kids, but come bowl with us, be a part of our team, and watch me suck. Period.
I gotta squeeze my way in at some point and bowl. Are you bowling in the first half or the second half?
I'm going at 2:30, right?
2:30. Okay. Yeah. Well, I got to drop the mic for a second. Come toss one of your balls.
So what? So weird. He always tries to say something inappropriate.
That wasn't inappropriate. I can't help it. Your mind's in the gutter.
No, you made a face at me. You made like one of your little eye faces at me.
Listeners don't know that.
Yeah, but you did. He did make an eye face. Well, thank you, Natalie. And sorry
Thanks for having me.
I won't vape around the kids, nor will I fight with Boyman about balls. Okay.
Sounds good. I'm going to hold you to it.
Like, sounds good. Okay. See you guys later.
Peace.
Peace out. All right, Boyman.
All right. She's nice.
I like her.
Natalina's a good person.
She's a fantastic person. She's got a positive attitude. Let's talk about her like she's not left the studio yet.
Deal. Tell me what you really think about her.
She's always got cute flats on, and she's a blonde. You know, I love ladies with the blonde hair.
Yeah, I remember seeing something on Twitter. You two were just blonding it up, and I made some kind of comment about too much blonde. And
we were.
I got
and
shot
then
down.
all these brunettes started to like attack us, and one of them was like, I saw that you were a brunette for like 3 months, Alexa. So for a period of my life, I had really dark hair, but it was more reddish hued. Not important. Let's get to it.
The blondes and brunettes just are feisty towards each other. The blondes think they got it. The brunettes think they're better. I don't know. What do you think? What's your take on this? The blonde versus brunette war.
I know that wherever I go, I have fun. I had fun as a brunette. I have fun as a blonde. I will have fun if I'm bald. Boom.
Atelier, a boutique salon located in the heart of Grandview Heights, offers one-of-a-kind haircuts and colors tailored to your features and your individual skin tone. With a master cutting specialist and national color educator on staff, Atelier is always at the cutting edge. AtelierByMason.com. That's ATELIER by Mason.com, or call 614-485-9558. That's 614-485-9558.
Choices Eliminating Domestic Violence is dedicated to interrupting the cycle of domestic violence by responding to those in need, educating the community, and advocating for social change. Choices provides a 24-hour crisis and information line, temporary shelter, counseling, and support groups, all in the name of eliminating violence. Visit choicescolumbus.org.
During market ups and downs, you face many questions and uncertainties. Is my 401k allocation still right? How will my retirement plans be impacted? How will my dreams and goals be affected? Schumacher & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., can provide you with solid strategies and tips to help you protect what matters and weather market volatility. To learn more, go to Schumacher & Associates at 614-340-9642. That's 614-340-9642. Or stop by their office at 4 Victorian Gateway, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you trying to quit your unhealthy smoking habit but don't know where to start? Try the e-vapor, brought to you by Columbus's own Westside Vapor. E-vapors are smokeless, tar-free, and chemical-free, whereas a normal tobacco product carries major health risks along with over 4,800 harmful chemicals. Try a complimentary e-vapor by messaging Lex at facebook.com/livenoexcuses. And don't forget to visit westsidevapor.com.
I have
You have a very devious look on your face.
Boy, man, I understand that back in the day, in addition to bowling on Friday nights and cruising Walmart's parking lot on Saturday nights, on Sundays, Boy Man was hard at work at a grocery store.
This does go way back.
Little bag boy.
I was.
What'd you do? What store did the Piggly Wiggly?
The IGA. The local IGA. I was a bag boy.
How many aisles did you have?
I had not very many. I think it was like maybe 6 at most.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I come from tiny little town.
Oh my gosh, I need to meet your fam. I can't believe I haven't met your family. It's
yeah,
weird.
we got to make that happen.
I know. You never
would
invite
like my
me.
mom.
You've met my mom, and have you met my dad?
Yeah, I met your dad. He rode your motorcycle to the one photo shoot that we did.
That's right.
Which those pictures are still not online.
Oh gosh. Listen.
Oh, hey.
Listen, bag boy. Mind your place.
Hey.
Mind your elders.
I can't help it. Lexapro's behind here.
Oh. Hey, wait a second. I was Facebook stalking Dr. Hotness.
Yeah?
And I think Dr. Hotness is dating someone, so we need to get him on the phone because I need to grill him. He needs to stay single.
Have you not heard from him at all?
No, I still hear from him.
Oh, okay.
He needs to
that
stay
doesn't mean
single.
he's not dating somebody.
Listen, he needs to stay single just in case I want to keep my options open. You know what I mean? Like, I need to talk to him about this.
Isn't it nice to have that person? You're like, maybe we can revisit this down the road. You know, you're single down the road. I'm single down the road.
He got a
we'll go
dorky
there.
tattoo, though. So Dr. Hotness, everyone who hasn't listened to the show in the past, Dr. Hotness is a guy
Is it like a lower back tattoo?
Is a guy I dated back when I lived in New York. He's a doctor. He's hot. That's why we call him Dr. Hotness. And I randomly reconnected with him by emailing him at 2:30 in the morning on a Friday, or 2:30 in the morning on a Friday night. that doesn't make sense, but you all know what I mean. Anyways, he got this tattoo that's this gigantic, like, you know, the medical symbol on his back.
What?
But with wings.
Oh my,
And I
that's
actually
dedication.
I actually sent him a message and I was like, I don't know if I like you anymore, nerd. Like, what a dork.
I think I know what I want to get as a tattoo, but I don't know where I want to get
I
it.
want to get a tattoo. Let's get a tattoo sponsor so we can get it for free.
Perfect.
All right, everyone. Sorry, this show went quick and my producer's yelling at me, so check in with us next week at 8 a.m. on Rewind Columbus.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean kid.